Hello, everyone. We are reading Oliver Twist, and we are on Chapter 11, A Mysterious Visitor. After the attempt of the house burglary, Fagin, Bates, and Dodger were at the den, waiting to know what had happened. They were wondering why there was no news from Sikes, Toby, or Oliver. Just then, Toby Crackit entered the room as if in pain. He was unshaven and his clothes were torn. He sank into a chair and he was silent for several minutes. "How's Bill Sikes?" he asked Fagin after a pause. Fagin was shocked to learn that Sikes was not with Toby. Toby had thought Sikes and Oliver had come back to Fagin's den. Toby turned very pale when he heard that they had not returned. "What's going on, Toby? Where are Sikes and the boy?" Fagin shouted at him. "The robbery failed," Toby replied slowly, and then he continued his account. "The residents of the house woke up and fired shots. The bullets wounded the boy. We took him and we ran away. Everyone in the neighborhood woke up and started chasing us." "What happened to the boy?" "Bill carried him on his back. Later he tried to drag him between us, but the boy was too heavy. Meanwhile, the neighbors were chasing us and almost got a hold of us. So we each ran in our own direction and we left Oliver lying in a ditch." Fagin was very upset. Immediately he rushed for the Three Cripples, the tavern where Sikes usually hung out. Approaching the landlord of the tavern, he asked, "Have you seen Sikes?" "No, Mr. Fagin," replied the landlord. "Will Monks be here?" Fagin asked. And then he said as if to himself, "I must tell Monks I've been taking care of his business matter." "Monks should be here in 10 minutes, the landlord said. "I can't wait. Tell him that he must come to see me tomorrow," Fagin told the landlord of the tavern. Fagin then went to Sikes' house and gave the news to Nancy. "It would be better for Oliver to be dead than to be with us," thought Nancy. "Look here, Nancy, if Sikes comes without the boy, I give you my permission to murder him as soon as he enters the house." Fagin seemed furious. Nancy was angry too. "Don't bother me, Fagin," she said, quite irritated. "Bill has worked hard for you for many years. If the robbery has not been successful this time, then it will surely work next time. As for Oliver, I hope he's lying dead in the ditch. That is good for him because he will be out of this world of crime. And that's good for you too, Fagin, as he will not live to tell your whereabouts to anyone." When Fagin returned to his den, there was a dark, shadowy, mysterious figure who had been stood in the doorway. "I've been waiting 2 hours for you," the visitor told Fagin impatiently. "Where the devil were you?" "I was out on your business all night." "Monks," Fagin replied, quite nervous. And then he led Monks inside the house. "Let us go inside and discuss the matter so no one will hear us speak," said Fagin. Once they were inside Fagin's den, Fagin told Monks the entire story of the unsuccessful robbery and that Oliver had fallen into the ditch and they did not know where he was now. Monks said, "The robbery was not planned well. You could devise other ways of destroying Oliver forever, couldn't you? Why didn't you keep Oliver here and make a pickpocket out of him right away? Or for that matter, why did you not arrange for him to be arrested and given life imprisonment? All I wanted is to be good riddance of Fagin." "But you should understand my purposes too, Monks," said Fagin. "He was not like the other boys. He was not easy to train in the business. I had sent him out with Dodger and Charlie Bates to pickpocket at the bookstalls, but that did not turn out to be a success, since Oliver was caught by the police and then taken care of by the same man whom my boys had tried to pickpocket." He paused and then continued, "I had no hold on him. He is of an entirely different nature, not meant to be trained in our craft." "If you failed to train Oliver, that is not my fault," said Monks angrily. But if he had not been caught by the police, you wouldn't have seen Oliver and known that he was the boy that you were looking for," Fagin said, and added, "I got him back through Nancy, and now Nancy has started favoring him." Monks seemed more furious than ever. "If Nancy does that, then destroy her," he growled. Fagin said that destroying Nancy was not the solution. But he promised Monks, "I will surely turn Oliver into a thief if he is still alive." Monks said, "If Oliver is dead, don't involve me directly or indirectly in it. I don't like murders. I feel guilty." Before he could complete the sentence, Monks stopped and stared out of the window. "Who's that?" he shouted. "I saw the shadow of a woman pass outside." The two men went outside but could not see anyone there. The shadow of the woman in a bonnet walked past the wilderness, but they could not see her. And that is the end of chapter 11.